Alright, hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Welcome back to another, my first storytime video on this channel, and storytime video in a while. And this, in my opinion, is a very insane story, alright? Like, I can't even believe that this story is true. And this storytime takes place when I was in 3rd grade. Wait, before I start, I need to say the thing that everyone says. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. There I go. But yeah, this storytime takes place when I was in 3rd grade, and 3rd grade I didn't like very much. It was a strange year, alright? This year I was just trying to get homework, and I didn't get homework the previous years, so it was a stressful year. But this day started off normally. I just got out of bed, my mom drove me to school, and I just went into the school. I went in the classroom and just had a normal day. And this meeting starts happening right after lunch, where we had recess. And, you know, recess was fun. Everyone loves recess. But I had a friend who was my very close friend at the time, named Andy. His name wasn't actually Andy, by the way. It's just, I will probably get in trouble if I say his name, because I've had problems with him. I may do another story time about that, though. And Andy was just a lot like a nerd. Like, Andy this dude, like, was so into, like, mining stuff. He was so into, like, science. He was just into everything. He was a 3rd grader. And Andy actually got pretty smart at that stuff. Like, he did. But the problem is, Andy was socially awkward, I think. And Andy kind of had anger issues. And you may be wondering why I'm telling you this. There's a very big reason. We're going to the recess during this time, there's a makeshift cafeteria because our main cafeteria was getting remodeled. So we had outside the recess, and me and Andy are just playing normally, like normal people do. And then Andy, you know, because this is a temporary thing, it has a lot of metal and stuff, like just laying, kind of just little scraps everywhere. And Andy finds this little piece of metal. And Andy went to me, and I was just doing my own thing at this point. And Andy went to me, and he goes, "You see this? This is titanium." And I'm sitting here like, what's titanium? Like, I asked, I said, what's titanium? He goes, "Titanium is the most rarest metal in the world. Do you know how much this is worth? I can be a millionaire." And I told him, I said, "Dude, I'm not too sure that's titanium. Like, why would the most rarest metals be under a makeshift cafeteria? It doesn't make any sense." And Andy's here like, "No, dude, it's titanium. Titanium, bro. Titanium." I said, "Really? That's titanium?" And he's like, "Yes." And I didn't really believe him, but, you know, I didn't believe him, but, like, I wanted to believe him. Like, I wanted it to get, like, checked and everything, see if it was titanium. So he told me about titanium, and we're going into the school, and we're just going back to our classroom. And we were about to go into the class, but before we went to the class, I went to my teacher, and I gave her, and I said, "Here, let me have the titanium." And he gave it to me, and he was like, "She's gonna take it away. She's gonna take it away." And I was here like, "Dude, it's titanium," because I started to believe him. I was like, if you say it's titanium, then she knows it's a rare metal, and we found it, so then we can be rich. And he's like, "I found it." And I said, "Okay, fine, you found it, but I just want to check, because I want to see if it's titanium, because that's actually cool. If there's titanium, like, under the school, like, they should check that out, right?" So I gave the teacher the titanium, and I said, and I didn't like this teacher, by the way. This teacher's a jerk. So I gave it to her, and I said, "Oh, Andy found it under the cafeteria. Like, he found it under there, and it's titanium, and it's like, we can be rich from this. But I just need you to check if it's, like, really titanium. Give it to someone who can, you know, who's an expert." And, you know, Andy's right next to me, and she looks at Andy and goes, "Andy, I'm taking this." And she puts it in her pocket. And Andy has a huge fit over this. He looks at me and says, "You turned it in! You turned it in! I can't believe you! She took it! That was titanium! It could have made me rich!" And he's crying his eyes out. And I'm here like, I didn't want her to take it. I was just trying to see if it was titanium. I just wanted to know if it was titanium. And he's, "No! You lied! I told you I just want to know if it was titanium." He's just crying his eyes out over here. And then I'm like, dude, and then keep in mind, everyone's watching Andy make this huge fit in the middle of the hallway. Like, all of our class is just staring at Andy doing this, and then out of nowhere, and I'm like, "Andy, stop, chill out. Like, you're having a fit. Like, I don't know, maybe she's not trying to keep it for herself." Like, she's trying to keep it for herself. She wants to have the money. It's titanium. And then the teacher's like, "Andy, it's not titanium. It's not titanium." And she's like saying that the entire time, and he goes, "Shut up! It is titanium! It's titanium!" And he's having this huge fit. And out of nowhere, this dude just, like, looks at me with the most death glare. All his, like, eyes like that. And I'm like, what's going on? And then out of nowhere, Andy just goes like this, and just, like, pushes me against the heater. And I was, like, shocked, because I'm here like, oh, I remember my posture was like that. I'm like, did this dude really just push me over titanium? like titanium. And so the teacher has the principal come down, and this guy is still crying, but like the teacher separated us because she was like, Andy, stop that, and she got Andy and kind of grabbed him by his shoulder. And this entire time, Andy's just this is Andy's hand right here. No, this is the teacher's hand. This is Andy's hand. He's just going, stop holding me like that. Stop. And he's just screaming, and everyone's standing here just looking at him like, what is this guy doing? And then you see the principal comes down and is like, it reminds me of a horror movie. The principal comes down and goes, Andy, what are you doing? And the principal was mad. She was just, I didn't like the principal either. I don't like that year. But and then he's like, he turned in my titanium, mine. I could have been a millionaire, and now this bitch stole it. Yeah, he called the teacher the B word. Like, Andy was just out of control. And at that point, the teacher and the freaking principal just got mad. And I remember the principal grabbing Andy by his shoulder, like, come to my office now, Andy. And Andy, it was like a horror movie. Andy was just like wouldn't go. Like, he was just like flopped on the floor. That she was just dragging him, and he's staring at me while he's going like this, he's like dragging me. He's like, you'll pay for turning in my titanium. You will pay for this. And I'm saying, like, what? I didn't even mean to do this. Like, that's not like what, later on we did actually. Andy was fine. I think the principal said something stupid because I was talking to Andy after, and I was like, are you okay? Like, am I fine? Like, do you not like me? And Andy was just like, the titanium was fraud. And I think because the principal said that, like, told him that the titanium, it was like titanium, like it had all the qualities of titanium, but it was like fraudulent, like it wasn't real titanium. But she was just saying that so we can shut up about the titanium. And he's just here like, yeah, the titanium was fraud. I'd be mad at you if it was real titanium. But luckily that crap was fraud, and they're going to report it to the Mining Association of America. And I'm here like, okay, titanium was fraud. Even as a third grader, I was like, not sure I believe this guy. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. And I hope you want more, because I have crazy stories. And more crazy stories of Andy as well. Me and Andy have gotten into a lot of random stuff. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a thumbs up. And subscribe to me, please. And hit the bell. And what else do people say? I don't know. Comment down below. I'll probably be reading it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.